Um, damn, how long's it been? About it's been about 3 4 months since I uploaded that top 10 favorite cartoons of all time video. Yep, pretty much. Hello guys, Survivor here. Welcome back to another video, and I just want to record this and get this out of the goddamn way. Um, if y'all haven't saw this, it it's if y'all haven't seen it, I did make a top 10 favorite cartoons of all time list. There were a lot of cartoons I really loved as a kid. Watch a few that still watch a few these days, and they're all well done. Oh by the way, I updated it. Not like an update of the video, like kind of like an update in the list. I forgot to put MLP French's Magic on there because I don't know. I just like the show, but it's like number 6 or 5 in my opinion because it's just so well written in in so good ways. Just I don't give a shit if it is for like little kids or not. I fucking enjoy it. That's why I like Don't Judge. And Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now a lot of people say it's an anime. Well, I count it. Well, it's technically a cartoon here in America because it was made here in America, pretty much. I mean, it's like it's a Western anime, but it's technically just another cartoon. But it's written very well. It's one of my favorites, easily in the top 5. But and also, Legend of Korra. Now I don't know if I am gonna watch it. I doubt I'll even watch it at all. So, but anyway, so this video has been about. It's pretty much talking about what talking about like why I love this cartoon so much. It's my number one favorite cartoon of all time. And if y'all saw the list, y'all know which one it is. It's Winx Club. Now, I know some people are probably shocked by that because Winx Club, I grew up with that. Like, I watched it from like the 4Kids, which is technically the original version, just more HD. It kind of looks better. It kind of does look a bit better because in the old Cartoon Network versions, it was all like a bit black and whitish with color and everything else. It didn't look as good as like they actually did. Then, well, that was from what I saw, like on the Cartoon Network version. Then there's the Nickelodeon version, and after the 4Kids version is where I started at Winx Club. So I'm like, fuck it. Like I don't give a shit. I really like 4Kids. I mean, I watched Sonic X and there were other shows I watched on 4Kids. Like I used to watch them a lot when I was a little kid. But again, Winx Club was reason why Winx Club is my number one favorite cartoon of all time. I have no clue. Um, like I mean, I did not mean that. I have no clue thing. I'm just saying, guys, that I grew up with that. It's been one of my favorites ever since I was little. Like, and how do I get into it? It was basically when my sister and my grandma were upstairs watching a DVD. I'm like, what's this? And it was Winx Club. It was like one of those 2 episode DVDs that 4Kids usually release with just to sell an ton of copies, which they're really cheap. And I thought those were kind of a bad idea for business, in my opinion. But I used to watch it over and over and over and over. Just never get bored of it. When I was little, and my sister got, my little sister also got Stolen Dragonfire DVD, and I watched those 5 episodes over and over and over. Just I just never got bored of it. I just thought it was just so good. You just want to keep watching it over and over, and I actually thought it was just really well done. And the more I grew up with it, the more attached I got with it, you know. And the reason why, now I'm gonna explain why Winx Club is my #1 favorite. Now, like all my other favorites, like Ben 10, Liberty Kids, like Ben 10, Liberty Kids, Avatar, like those shows have a lot of has things that cartoons rarely have these days, and that is building up in character development, which America is getting lazy with our cartoons these days with development, which but with anime they always build their crap up. They always build up their stories till like they get to the end, or at least the end of that arc of that series, or but and so well it so anime kind of makes American cartoon episodes look rushed. I'm not kidding. Like one episode, like one story per episode, cartoon episodes we see nowadays look rushed, and it's just it just depends, like what, you know, and it's just, I'm sorry, like I think Winx Club is one of those, and it's one of those cartoon shows that really gets that type of crap. Like, and it's like the only one I know of that's just underrated. Like, I think it deserves more popularity, like as like to like, you know, stuff like Ben 10, you know, Liberty Kids is so underrated. Like, god damn, it's underrated. Um, and and Avatar is really popular. It has a lot of it has writing and development that you rarely see in cartoons these days, and it's just so damn good. And Winx Club is one of them, which those four I like to call the big four of cartoons, because just let's face it, they're all great in their own way, and Winx Club is one of them. But anyway, why do I like Winx Club? Well, let's get this started. Now, this whole show, it's pretty much all about this girl. It kind of starts off with this girl named Bloom, who finds out and she has powers, and she goes to school called Althea so she can learn more about these powers, and but she meets up with like friends, and they kind of and when and then they form the Winx Club, and that kind of does make sense for the title, and then there's and just damn, like, and people say the show is simple, but shows can be good if it's simple. Like, Dragon Ball is simple nowadays, and look at it now. It's popular as shit. Like, it's popular all over the globe. It's like the WWE. It's like the anime version of WWE. It's like the anime worldwide thing of like WWE. Like, it's all over the freaking globe. And like, damn. And just because it's simple doesn't mean it's a bad show. It's actually well written. I mean, when I watched the entirety of season 1, which I just did, I think it was like a couple months back, I thought it was well done. I mean, when I finally watched the entirety of season 1, I really thought it was well written, it was well done, it was just so good. I mean, so good. And I just don't understand. why do people hate this? Why do people say it's one of the worst cartoons of all time? Like I've seen reviewers on YouTube like bash the living crap out of Winx Club, and it's just I'm just like I've seen some YouTubers bash it, and some people will review it and bash it, even like in the comments section, like YouTube or like other different sites. But there's some that do like it or even love it like me. But I know everyone's got their own opinion on Winx Club, but for me, I love it. And the reason why I love it is because, well, the story is well done. It is well written. Um, the characters are memorable. They all get development. Literally, they all get some sort of development, and it's just so well done at how they do it. It just there's also I have to admit the fight scenes actually look pretty cool to in my opinion. I'm trying to think of like the villains. The villains are also really cool, especially the second season villain, like Darkar. Like I really loved how they designed this guy. Like it just went. It's like Winx Club was going down in a dark path. Like I think season 2 was probably the darkest season out of all the seasons of Winx Club. Easily, it was the darkest season because I don't want to spoil y'all, but it's just crazy. Like especially in the second half of season 2, it's crazy. Um, it's oh yeah, the villains they're all great. I kind of didn't like how they brought back like the main ones from season 1, Icy, Darcy, Stormy. Like they were like the main villains of like season 1, and they kind of come back in season 2 and 3, and I'm like, these bitches are like the Team Rocket of Winx Club, and it's just crazy. I'm like, dude, kill them. But they weren't really all that bad. Like they were just there. But I'm pretty sure they kept them around because a lot of people really liked really liked those three a lot. I have no clue because I had no idea what was going on back then. But it's but yeah, the villains they are great. Um, in in the season 3 one, oh my god, Valator, holy shit! Like the guy's powerful as hell, but he wants to get stronger. He wants to get more powerful. I mean, he's already powerful as hell when you first see him, and he just wants to get more powerful just to make sure no one can stop him and surpass him. That is a slap to the face on the Dragon Ball villains, like especially like like villains like Cell. Like even though Cell's my favorite Dragon Ball villain, like that is a huge slap to the Dragon Ball um villains because most of them are like, I'm just strong enough, like I can take you all out, then they get their asses kicked by Goku and the Z fighters. And but with Valtor, he's different because he knows he's powerful, but he wants to get stronger and more powerful by obtaining these other spells, techniques, all that stuff. Like he steals just so no one can surpass him. Like he's collected a lot of that stuff in the third. He's collected a lot of that in the third season, and just he's doing all that in the third season just so no one can surpass him. And I'm like, that kind of gave me the it kind of got me worrying if the Winx are gonna beat them, are gonna beat him, because if it keeps going on like this, they may not be powerful enough to beat him, even with their new transformations that they got. even though some of them they're still working on. Yeah, the transformations, I have to admit, they're they're actually well designed when they transform, and I mean it's a magical girl show, so you gotta expect that. But it's kind of it's a magical girl show, so you gotta expect that. But Winx does have some really good designs. Like I really like the design of Icy. It makes her look so freaking badass. Like you can tell she's like the main uh leader of the three witches. Like she is well designed. Like she's a very dark character. But I think the best character that was well designed was Darkheart. Like just that guy, showing a picture of that guy alone is so freaking just badass looking. I mean, this guy is freaking dark, freaking dark and villainous to the core. And what I kind of didn't like about the Nickelodeon dub is that they dubbed him as the Shadow Phoenix. Don't get me wrong, it's a really cool name, but I thought Darkheart was a more badass name because he deserves that. And I really, I just, I just don't really. I really love the first three seasons. Like I'm not talking about the Nickelodeon versions because the very first two seasons are obviously really rushed. Like they skipped a lot of the stuff. They they only put a lot of details and everything, but I mean they barely had any build up for Bloom and Sky and from season one, and there was a lot more build up to that in season one of the original more. I mean, if you look at they even put all that stuff in the Winx Club video game. They do have the building up stuff from season one into the game, and I just don't understand why they had to rush it just so they could go ahead and make new seasons and shit. I mean, which really pissed me off more is that they went ahead and done season three after they've done season two. Season two was obviously rushed. It was obviously rushed. Like, God, really? You really had to rush it all that way? Like, they skipped a lot of the stuff that was in season two. I hated that, but still, I really enjoyed the dub voice actresses, and I still liked everything else about Shadow of the Phoenix. Shadow Phoenix, what the hell? The Shadow Phoenix special. Then they finally got to season three. I was like, why can't you done that with seasons one through two earlier? You lazy. I was really pissed, but I just think it's one of those cartoons that it's just well written. I mean, it's well written, and there's a lot. There's characters with development. Hell, one of the characters actually has a very dark backstory. Um, there's actually two of them from what I know of. I can't really remember since it's been a while since I've seen the later seasons. But there's Bloom's backstory, like how she got her powers, all that crap. Y'all will know if y'all seen season one. It is very tragic and sad. Like if y'all watch the original, go watch either the Four Kids or a original Cartoon Network version. Watch those. Besides, like I said, the Nickelodeon version of season one and two, they're rushed. They're really rushed. But watch the originals from Four Kids or Cartoon Network. They show more of that, and it's really I just And there's also this other character, Musa, like the other, like one of the girls. Um, by season 2 or 3, I'm pretty sure it was season 3. She has, I think it was season 2 or 3. I'm pretty sure it was one of those two. She has a, she has a really deep backstory, but since it's a kids show, they can't go full on death in it. But from hearing like or seeing like what happened from Muse's perspective, that Nickelodeon, or I mean not Nickelodeon. I'm pretty sure they didn't do that. You know, the original version told us through. You guys know, they left the audience to know like what probably happened. Like if you're like older than like like a little kid, like like if you see that for the first time, you're like, oh damn, Musa has one bad childhood. Like damn, like it it was just tragic. Like I find hers just as tragic as, well, not as tragic as Bloom's, because if y'all seen season 1, y'all know. But just damn, like I and also characters do get a development, especially in the third season. Um, because there's like this technique that there's some that they need to do to get this transformation. That's kind of like in I'm sorry if I'm bringing up more Dragon Ball stuff, but it reminds me a lot of this, a lot, where they have to do this, to get this transformation, like, the whole Super Saiyan God transformation. You need 5 other Saiyans, um, to, to get it, or like, Super, like they need a tail, Saiyans need a tail to get Super Saiyan 4, or, in Full Metal Alchemist, in order to create a Philosopher's Stone, you need to sacrifice tons of people to make a single stone that breaks the laws of alchemy. For Full Metal Alchemist, like I'm just wow, just wow. They they know. So there's like, and just it's pretty hard. A lot characters go through development. The show is normal paced. Like it kind of it goes like normal paced. I mean, there's some parts where they're not like there's not a lot happening, but they're kind of building it up, and there's stuff happening. Like like there's fights and crap. And some of the fights are really good. I have to admit there are some fights that are really good. There are some comedy moments here and there, like Winx Club ain't all that comedy related from from seasons 1 through 3, but I really did enjoy them. And why am I talking a lot about seasons 1 through 3 of Winx Club? I find the rest not canon, because if y'all seen the Secret of the Lost Kingdom movie, that is where Winx Club literally ended, in my opinion, because that completely ends the story. Secret of the Lost Kingdom ends the story. Just it does, because if you watch the very first season, like the first 3 seasons of the original, made Winx Club, like the original, or like the 4 Kids version, up to Secret of the Lost Kingdom, all that building up, all that crap that Bloom has gone through was worth it, and now everybody can live in peace. I thought it was so damn good. Like, Secret of the Lost Kingdom is where Winx Club literally ended. I mean, I don't hate the later seasons, because especially seasons 4 through 6, which are the later seasons, and for some reason it's now getting a season 7, which is supposed to be called I think it's supposed to be called Bloomix. Really? I mean, they went to other transformations like Bulbavix, Cyranix, and Bloomix. Like, really? And I just don't understand. Like, it's just so. I'm sorry, but in my opinion, Winx Club is like my favorite cartoon of all time. I mean, I don't hate the other seasons. I just find Secret of the Lost Kingdom where Winx Club literally ended. Like, I do believe that is where Winx Club literally ended. I mean, especially the other two movies that was released. Just saying, okay? And I mean, just saying, because I think that if they only just made one more season just to conclude the series, like the original version or like 4 Kids, version, or like they could have just made either like just one more series or one more season or one or just a movie just to conclude it, that would be fine. But Nickelodeon got the rights to it. They rushed seasons 1 through 2, almost perfectly nailed season 3. But when they made Secret of the Lost Kingdom, that really got my heart fully, because that is literally where Winx Club ends. Because I do think that is where they literally ended off. Because if y'all know the ending, the act, like the whole plot, like the whole plot of the movie, and know how it ends, that is how Winx Club literally ends for me. Because I do not agree that Winx Club should have continued after that, because that is where it literally ends. Like, it ain't like Dragon Ball where it just leaves open ended. Winx Club Secret of the Lost Kingdom concludes the franchise for me. I don't I don't give a damn. I don't really give a damn what anyone says, or the later seasons are better. That's just me. I prefer the original seasons because, they're a lot more story based. They're a lot more story based, darker. They go into a lot more depth, more character development. Like I know the later seasons do in some ways. I know that, especially season 4, which I thought the main guy, like the main leader of the group villains, like he was a total badass. Like I'm like, dude, I really wanted to kick his ass. Like seriously. I thought season 4 was really good. I didn't like how they changed the voices like halfway through. Like, what the hell was that? Season 5 brought just come on, really. Season 6 for me, I thought it was really good with the plot twist, like Bloom's friend being the main villain. Tritanus in season 5, he wasn't all that great of a villain for me, because I didn't really watch enough of season 5 just to really care about it. But I did like the ending of what they did at the end of season 4. At the end of season 5, that was good. But still, I really do think Winx Club still ended at the end of Secret of the Lost Kingdom. It literally ended there. Period. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. But what I also really do love about Winx Club is that the characters are all memorable. Like Bloom, Stella, Flora, Musa, Techna, Aisha that shows up in season 2. Sky, Brandon, Riven, Timmy. I think they're all great characters. They're all great characters. And I just don't understand why people hate it. Like, people, okay, I've heard people tell me this shit a lot. That Sky is a generic boyfriend to Bloom. Like, Have you not seen seasons 1 or 2? Oh my god. Have you not seen seasons 1 through 3 or something? Especially season 2? I'm gonna spoil it, but seriously, he had bits of big role for season 2. Speaking of that, I remember this one time, well actually twice, they try to kill off, for a kids show, they literally try to kill off characters twice. They literally try to kill off characters twice. Once in season 2, once in season 3. And I'm like, God. Would they really go that far when those moments happen? That was like me in my mind, like, would they really go that far? Now, they almost kill off characters in the show, and like twice. And that is what kind of makes it strong. Like thinking that's gonna happen, but it's not. It's unpredictable at times, really. Like I remember this one time in season 2, I was crying my eyes out when this one character was almost killed. Like was almost killed off. Like I thought this guy was just. I'm gonna say what the guy's name is, but this was back then. When I was a little kid, I was crying my eyes out when I thought he was gonna die like that. Like, just God. This is why Winx Club is my favorite cartoon of all time. I never had those moments in all the other cartoons. Okay, Avatar did have some really good emotional moments. That's why it's my second favorite cartoon. For me, Liberty Kids number 3, number 4, Ben 10. I love Winx Club. I really do. It's just that good. Okay, maybe a show about fairy girls and shit. You know, if you look at that, you're totally mistaken. It's kind of like how people picture an anime. It's full of weird shit. Oh my god, it's got fan service. I'm mad at this bitch or something like that. You know, it wasn't really our fault for like fan service. Like I think when that really started was probably Elfin Lied, because they did show off a lot of nudity in that anime, and then that was made back in 2004. And it was also made by the guys that date Queensblade and Ikitosen. I'm like, the hell is wrong with these guys? And but anime, just like I'm saying about anime, it's just people find that really weird because of the fan service bullshit. And if they barely have that in anime nowadays, it'll be fine. But they have so much of it, like, you know, but there are some that are good that I just don't really mind the fan service. Like some of my favorites, like High School DxD and Kill la Kill. But some that kind of suck. Rail Wars, oh my god, that shit sucked. I heard School Days was like that. I'm like, are you fucking serious? But oh my gosh, speaking about over sexualization in like anime and shit. Oh my god, I heard this complaint so many times from social justice warriors on the fucking internet saying, I'm offended by the girls on Winx Club because they're sexualized, like you can tell. That is what they're supposed to look like when it comes to fairy type forms. Have you not seen other magical girl shows? Okay, maybe, okay, yes. Actually, no. Sailor Moon did that. I mean, there's Sailor Moon. I'm pretty sure there's Mermaid Melodies. And how are the girls over sexualized? all because of the way they're dressed in Winx Club. How is that offending you? Because of how they're sexualized and everything. Get your goddamn facts straight, because I'm pretty sure you're off your medication. Just... But anyway, I can see why people don't like Winx Club, like it's for little girls, and I understand. I understand, but I know there are people that do like it. It's a really good show. It's my favorite cartoon because it's got a lot of build up it's got a lot of build up and development, and that is what cartoons barely get these days. Like I really hope cartoons, like if shows like Adventure Time and other shows get that, like Liberty Kids did, and well, Ben 10 sometimes did that, and you know, Avatar did, with development and building it up. If Adventure Time and other cartoons can do that, I might actually go and watch them. Um, because for what I saw, Adventure Time is just its own generic show, like for me. Because in my opinion, I didn't think it's just as good as everyone said. I was a good cool fan about it back then when it first aired, and I was actually one of the people that stayed. I was actually one of those few kids that stayed up at night to go and watch the very first episode of Adventure Time. That was back then, and I'm like, I'll go to bed later. That was me a long time ago. I was a pretty dumb kid when I was little. Even though I was kind of intelligent at times, I was like half dumb, half smart at times. Because I did make some smart decisions and everything back then. God. But anyway, Winx Club, it's a damn good show. The reasons why I love it is because of the characters, the development, the building up, the building up. The way it builds up the story. God, the characters, the transformations. They're all they do kind of fit the magical girl genre, even though they're teens, even though the girls are in their teens. I mean, say Sailor Moon did that. Um, the designs, they're well done. Um, God, there's a lot of building up, and I don't see how it's simple. Like I can see how it's simple. Like, oh God, this. But Dragon Ball's done that, and look how popular it is. The popularity in Dragon Ball is insane, and it's a pretty simple franchise. Winx Club is the same, and but there's some moments you don't expect, just like in Dragon Ball. It's pretty much a magical girl cartoon version of Dragon Ball, pretty much. That's what Winx Club is reminding me a lot of now. That is what it is, because there's a bunch of transformations. The series is like never ending. There's some movies that I don't think I can consider canon, depending on where it takes place. All that crap. It's starting to feel more like Dragon Ball to me when I think about it. But I have to admit, Winx Club is my favorite cartoon of all time. It's got a lot of development, and it's got a lot of dark parts of like the show, like especially in season 2. Like, damn, like you guys have no idea how much teen for teen shit happened. And you know how shonen animes kind of do like some very dark story, very dark parts of a story, like Full Metal Alchemist, the original did. Second season of Winx Club did that half the time, which I'm pretty sure, because it's been a while since I've seen season 2, but damn, just straight up damn, it's really good. I highly recommend Winx Club as a damn good show. If I had to give it a score, obviously a 10 out of 10. This is not a review, but I might as well consider it as why I love it. Why do I love Winx Club? It's my favorite cartoon of all time. Get over it, okay? Don't judge. If y'all can't handle it, get over it, because I like it, and I love it so much. It's because when you watch something, it's not as like what you seem to see it as, you know. I mean, at first I wasn't considering like watching it ain't as cause it ain't like, damn, what is that one called? Um, damn, I just forgot what I was going to say, but anyway, this is why I love Winx Club. I hope you guys enjoyed this long video. I'm sorry it's been a while. It takes a while for me to explain, but again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like the video if y'all enjoyed it. Subscribe if y'all want to see more. Comment below what y'all think. And if any of y'all are new to the channel, y'all want to see more, be sure to subscribe for more. And again, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all next time. Survivor out.